outside Dean Court. I don't really know what to say. We were 3-0 down, and then we ended up winning the game 4-3. What do you think of that, Eve?
Another stressful game, to be honest.
It was stressful, wasn't it?
First half we were dreadful, absolutely dreadful, and second half we just came alive.
What do you think changed?
Probably the half-time team talk and the substitutions, to be honest.
Yeah. So who came on? It was...
Uno.
So Cine came off, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which I thought it looked like a lot of the game was going to come down his way, didn't it? In that first half. But Unes came on and Tav came on.
Yeah. Tav played really well, to be honest.
Yeah.
He looks like he's got a point to prove now. I think his confidence is back, finally, which we've been needing for ages, and he's proven it tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's brilliant. Who stuck out for you today then? Who's your man of the match? I think I probably know who it's going to be, but
Semenyo,
yeah,
100%.
He's almost got
brilliant.
3, really, didn't he? At one point,
He's been brilliant this whole season.
Yeah.
When he's played, he's shown how great he really is, to be honest, and I love him so much. He's so good.
He's good.
He just doesn't stop scoring when he plays. He's amazing.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thanks, Ethan. Thanks for going on, mate.
Up the Cherries!
Up the Cherries.
Next the chairs. Them guys. Next, lads. Rich, come on. Everyone take Rich.
Yeah, Richard.
Everyone's taking their time.
Hey, Rich, how you doing, mate?
I'm fine, thanks.
I saw you at half-time and you were talking about the long journey that you came down for to come watch this game, and you put in the miles probably more than most. And you
shows,
he's 25, and you were deflated, to say the least.
I think we all were. I mean, who saw that coming?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we were absolutely that brilliant in the second half either. I don't know what happened to them. They just capitulated second half, but we took full advantage of it and did what we needed to do, and brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I think we can be on the beach now.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, people were saying we're on the beach before the game.
Yeah.
Or at half-time, certainly, and it looked like it at half-time, but 35 points should be okay.
It should be okay, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
What a turnaround indeed. Man of the match is probably going to be the same as everyone else, I imagine. But
I suppose it's got to be Semenyo.
Yeah.
I've got to say that because my wife's in love with him. So
okay.
Yeah. So
I'm sure a lot of wives are.
I'm sure they are. No,
Good.
it was brilliant. Yeah, I'm glad I made the journey. Now, I wasn't about an hour ago, but that's football, isn't it?
That is football.
Yeah, and onwards and upwards to the next one. Now, 2 more home games, get to 40 points. That'd be brilliant. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks for coming on, buddy. Good to see you.
Cheers.
Take Jody back. Hey, Dan, you all right?
Well, just about. Yeah, just about.
Oh, mate, that was bizarre, wasn't it?
That's what you call a Premier League classic and a game of two halves.
Yeah.
I thought first half, everyone's saying, we're awful. I don't think we were awful. I thought Luton set up very well. Everything coming through Dango, which I don't think he should start at left back, only if we're in an urgent crisis. They set up well. They let us have the ball. They counter-attacked. All of a sudden, you're 3-0 down. I said to little one here, I said, we'll get one back within the first 15. We'll be in it. And what happens? We're in it.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Did you expect when that your dad said one would go in, one went in? Did you think we'd get 3 more after that to make 4-3?
When it went 1-0, I thought we'd get back in it, and it went 2-3, and I thought, I want to go, but I listened to Dad and got 4-3.
Football genius, maybe. Football genius.
What I tell her when you cut, because she plays a similar position to Semenyo for Ringwood.
Yeah.
And I say to her, she quite often goes down the side, just stop, then look to go back. I said, no, you've got to go in and cut across, shoot, or anything.
Yeah.
Prime example tonight. But what a result, massive. But fair play to Luton. I hope they do stay up. Great club, and just great. So anyway, I've got to go because it's school night.
Yeah,
Take
all
care.
the best.
Cheers, boys.
See you, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Hey, Scott. Scott, come a bit closer to me if you can.
Yes.
Did you enjoy the game today?
Oh yes, it was what a comeback win.
Unbelievable comeback win. Scott, at one point I saw you looked very cross with Ross Barkley.
I know I was cross. I know I was cross with Ross Barkley.
Yeah, because he was celebrating, wasn't he, that he'd scored in front of us.
Yeah, I know that.
And what did you think of the result in the end? You happy?
I'm happy with that result.
Fantastic, brilliant. I'll see you at another game soon, Scott. See you soon. Hey, hello, mate.
I know Sam's behind the camera, but can we just cut the half-time vlog because I thought, you know, when I said we were on the beach, we might be now, and they deserve it. Get your sandals on. That was
Up the cherries!
that was ridiculous, wasn't it? I mean, if you want to just like be a little bit pessimistic, you want to go, can we just start like that? Because we've done the same at the weekend, but
we are a second half team this season.
It's a weird one. It's a weird one. I think we obviously we started the second half really well, but I think they looked like a team, Luton, that were come out the first half and went, just go for it, go for it. And then when we got the first goal, they looked like a team that went, oh my God, we need to make sure we win this now. We're 3-0 up. And they look nervy, they look scared. And to be fair to us, we punished them for that big time. Semenyo showed his mustard. I mean, the fourth goal, he gets in, and I was sat down. Obviously, you have to kind of stand up to see it. I knew he'd score. And we ain't got many players like that. And Semenyo, when he gets in them areas, I just fancy him. And that was big. But again, we said at the weekend that the subs made the impact, and today he done it again with different players.
Yeah.
Tavernier, to his credit, I mean, we've all said it, he deserved to be left out of the team. He hadn't been good enough.
Yeah.
He come on with a point of proof. I thought he was brilliant. And Dango was better for it as well. I thought them two were a lot better. And Scott, I feel for Scott. I don't think he's a 10, and I think that proved it the first half. But Unal made a difference, mate. He's just something to worry about, something for them to worry about. And yeah, I mean, talk about a game of 2 halves. You know, ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, have we come back 3-0 to win before? I mean, I just can't remember it. I mean, it was honestly come out second half and chat to a mate. And we said, what's the heaviest defeat we've had at home in the Premier League? Like, we were thinking they could absolutely murder us here. We're at the game, and I kind of anticipated us to come out second half and try and show a bit of pride. But I nothing even crossed my mind about getting back into the game. And you've got half hour to go, and you're thinking they'll take a point. I mean, how that game changed so quickly, and Andoni and all the players deserve credit for that. But obviously, I hope he's saying to him, look, this is what happens when you turn it on.
Yeah.
Because all we did today was turn it on for half hour, and we scored 4 goals.
Crazy.
Absolutely crazy. For second half when they tried to break for the centre halves again, like we said at the weekend, Meps won't get the credit because of the goals we conceded, but I thought he was good again.
Yeah,
it's weird. He's played 2 games, conceded 5, but I thought he was good again. Buzzing for Zabarnyi to get his first goal as well. I want to see that back because you're in front of me, Tiggs. I didn't think it was over the line.
I didn't think it was over the line. No.
But obviously they got the buzzer, so it obviously was. But yeah, some massive moments. As I say, Unal made a massive impact. Just giving them what I think happens is Unal coming on means Dom's better because Dom's then Potman 3 centre halves of him. He don't have to do it all on his own. But Christie, Lewis. I mean, Lewis Cook's a bloody good right back, by the way. And maybe Foley. You know, last season he said we won't get relegated. He said this season, you wait, Tyler Adams. Right? He come on the pitch and we won the game. So But yeah, I mean, a part of me now, it's all kind of settled. Feels for Luton because that must be tough from that. It'd be interesting to see how they react to the weekend, but that could be psychological for them now.
Yeah.
I mean, Forest fans at half time were messaging Bournemouth going, "Oh, we hate you," and now they're going, "Thank you so much," and that is big for them. And now that the game's done, I kind of think I hope that doesn't affect Luton too much because they showed in the first half that they've got quality.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately for them, and we've had it in the past, I think they showed just nerves.
Yeah, nerves.
I think
naivety maybe.
I think we deserve the credit, but I think they showed that they were a side that was so desperate for the points.
Yeah.
And they could see it slipping away from them, and they didn't. They had when we got the 3-2, I thought they had a 10-minute spell where they managed us.
Yeah.
As soon as we got the third, I don't think they coped with it well. They didn't cope, and then there was 9 minutes added, and we looked like we were going to get 5th.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm going to have another beer now, Tiggs.
Lovely, mate.
And I never doubted the boys, by the way.
See you later. Hey, what's your name?
My name's Cameron.
Hey, Cameron. Now, you caught me just before. You've come a little way.
I've come here all the way from Houston, Texas. It's almost 5,000 miles. 11-hour flight, awake the whole time with a crying baby behind me. I was up for 32 hours. I get here, I didn't even have a ticket. I just showed up at the stadium hoping, and someone got me a ticket 35 minutes before kickoff. Oh my God. And, I thought everything's great. I get to my seat and 3-0 down at halftime, and it's probably the biggest sense of regret and disappointment I've ever felt in my life. And to be honest, I couldn't even tell you what happened in the second half. I was just amazed the entire time. Yeah. Zabarnyi looks class at the back. It was a great personal highlight coming from the U.S. to see Tyler Adams come on, and he looked great for a little cameo appearance in there. And I'm just amazed. 4-3. I would have never thought.
Yeah, you won't see many of them.
No.
It's quite an unusual scoreline, really, especially from the way that the goals came and the order that they came in.
Yeah.
So obviously Tyler Adams came on. He had quite a good performance,
Yes.
really. You know, proper actual minutes for him, because previously when he came, he got injured.
About 20
quickly.
minutes in.
Yeah, so that was good to see. But who else for you? You mentioned
Semenyo, clearly. It was great. I always loved watching him, and 2 goals today is great. Dango at, what was he at? Left back?
yeah.
Dango at left back is spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just happy to see a win. I mean, the last time I was here was like 8 years ago, and I had to get tickets off of a Swansea fan and stand in the away end.
All right.
Yeah. So
That's quite different. Then. That's
happy
quite different. Good. How long are you here for?
Till next Tuesday.
Okay. So you probably won't catch another one, but
No,
at least you got
the
one,
original
this one.
plan was to take the train up to see Wolves away at the weekend.
Right.
But thankfully, I don't have to do that. So.
Good. All the best. Thank you so much for coming on. Safe journey back. Kirk. Oh, Steve.
Right. Next.
Hello, mate.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Haven't seen you for a while.
No, I haven't seen you for a while.
I have to come on and talk about that.
What, you haven't seen me for a while? Is that it? Is that what you want to say?
Right, see you later. That's all I've got. No, what a game.
Amazing. That was
How many of these sort of roulette of football cliches have you had?
I've had
Game of two halves,
yeah.
night and day.
Yeah, I've had
Chalk and cheese.
Yeah,
you
all
had
that.
one?
Yeah, that's good.
It was exactly that though, wasn't it? It was wow. I mean, half time, I was feeling like probably loads of most of us see fans going home.
Yeah,
quite a few of them as well. And I mean, poor them because they've just missed out on one of the comebacks. I've probably the best comeback I've ever seen at Dean Court.
Yeah,
and I mean, fair play to Iriola. He just rolled the dice, and I think there were certain players struggled in the first half. He took Scott off and went 2 up top, and that created a completely different dynamic. They didn't know what to do, couldn't handle the 2 of them by themselves. And we utilised the wings a lot more. I thought a lot more effectively. Tavernier was really effective. I think he really made an impact this time. He's been a bit poor of late. I thought he was hats off to him today. He was excellent. As were, I think, I have to mention to Meps. I thought he was excellent second half, really solid. And he's been out of the team for a long while. So I mean, all in all, I mean, I just think it's Iriola. I think you got to give him credit today because he changed it up completely and it worked a treat.
Yeah,
absolutely. They didn't know what to do second half, and by the 3rd goal, they were out on their feet. There's only going to be one winner in that game.
Absolutely.
What did you think?
Yeah, it was like in the first half we switched off and they were switched on, and then in the second half they switched off and we switched back on. It's like Iriola changed his tactics. Alex Scott didn't play really well with Don Solanke and put Unau on. It worked better, and then we got a couple goals back and we won in the end.
You did, absolutely.
I thought Dango struggled a bit today. I thought they targeted him a little bit from goal kicks and stuff, and I thought they were quite clever. But they let us have the ball in the first half, and they just picked us off when they felt there was a good opportunity to do so. They were clinical, 3 shots, 3 goals, and then I couldn't see a way back, to be honest. But fair play to the boys and the whole of the club, to be honest, everyone involved. It's one of the greatest nights you'll ever witness down at Dean Court.
There you go, fantastic. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
No worries.
Good to see you.
See you boys in a bit.
See you in bed. Late hat, by the way. Hey JJ, man, how you doing?
What do you think of that? Flying, absolutely buzzing after that. It was probably one of the best games I've ever experienced personally.
Yeah, a few people have said that now.
As people have said, complete game of 2 halves, weren't it? But I mean, you've got to give Antoine Semenyo just absolutely unreal.
He's everything,
absolutely. Isn't he? Right foot, left foot. I mean, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely gorgeous. Like, he was unreal. And I mean, it's just, I'm so relieved. I think because on Saturday was a bit of a sticky one. Like 3-0 down at half time, went in for a beer at half time, and I was thinking, you know what? Sort of was.
Shall I go home?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But I mean, I had a feeling as long as we got a goal in the second half within the first 10 minutes, I had a feeling things would go our way. Even if we got a point, do you know what I mean? And then they got a goal chalked offside, and I think that was the real turning point in the second half for me. Like once that goal got ruled offside, like the fans just completely, it just went to a whole nother level, didn't it?
Yeah,
so
it
was
did.
just unreal. Solanke's goal was absolutely beautiful.
Oh, what he's so good. You got a good view of that, didn't you? So
I had a beautiful 3-2, so I always do.
You do,
I mean,
man.
it's just excellent. We just truly deserved that. I mean, first half we didn't know what to do, did we? But I mean, it's all about the second half. Everyone's got to talk about the second half, but yeah, it's beautiful.
It's funny, like at half time, I'm thinking I got to stand out here. I got to do this.
Of course.
And everyone's going to be telling me how rubbish it was, and I'm going to be agreeing with them. And we were flat-footed, and we were terrible. Like wing backs were terrible,
Of course.
And now it's completely different.
I mean,
no one wants to talk about that anymore.
Everyone's going to talk about the second half, literally. Yeah. But I mean, we've got a. It's a difficult one. We can't paper over the cracks too much because first half we were dreadful, just like against Sheffield United. So we've really got to change the way we come out in the first half. But I mean, second half, I mean, we were just unreal. We took the game to them, and we truly deserved that. I mean, we're AFC Bournemouth, so but yeah, absolutely unreal. We deserve that, Tiggs, and I can't be any more excited than what I am.
That's fantastic, man.
Genuinely.
Great. Good to see you, buddy. See you again soon. Hey, man, you all right?
Hello. Yeah, we got Ewan on here as well.
Hi, Ewan. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Thank you for asking. Okay, where do you want to start? Do you want to ignore the first half, or do you want to talk about it?
What, first half?
Exactly.
I have no idea what you're on about.
We'll go straight to the second then. So let's talk about the second half. So, I mean, there were some excellent moments in there, but pick out your favourite.
Oh, I tell you what, it's got to be when that third one went in. A lot of people will say the fourth, but when the third one went in, that's when I really believed.
Yeah.
You know, like when the first one went in, it was like, oh, there might be something there. Second one, third one, you know, we're going to get a result here, whether it's a point or a win.
Yeah.
And then when the fourth went in, it just sealed the deal, really.
Absolutely.
Of course, Semenyo played amazing, didn't he?
Yeah, he was absolutely cracking today.
I mean, what can you say? I will take that over a 1-0 any day of the week.
Hey, yeah, because it is a 1-0, but it's not a 1-0. I know exactly what you mean. Zabarnyi got a goal, which from where I was sat didn't look like a goal, if I'm very honest. But obviously they've got all the technology with the watches and the whatnots and thingamabobs. But that's quite nice, isn't it, to see other players getting in the goals?
It's normally Senesi at the back,
yeah.
So it's nice to see Zab get a goal. First half was dull. I thought the momentum carried us second half.
Yeah.
At half time, I don't think anyone thought we were going to win, so take it.
Yeah, absolutely, take it. Brilliant, chaps. Good to see you both.
I mean, those people who left at half time, they must be gutted right now. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, they probably are.
That's why you never leave a stadium early, lads.
There you go.
Anyway,
good to see you.
Have a lovely week.
All the best, guys. That was terrible, wasn't it? Didn't know what we were going for there. Yeah.
How are you? Second half show at Dean Court.
Second half show at Dean Court.
Again.
There we go.
At least 3 points over 1 on Saturday.
Yeah, that's good. We're a bit of a second half team, aren't we? It seems this season. It's not the first time, not the second time. It's probably more than that. I don't know how many times we've done it. I have to go back and check actually. Yeah. What did you make of it, Coach?
Yeah, I don't think Iriola's getting it quite right at the start. I don't think the lineup's completely there. I think he could have done a little bit more against Sheffield United, and I think he could have done a little bit more tonight. But what he is doing is getting them in the changing rooms at half time. He's making changes. We're coming out more positively. Yeah. And when we're needing it, we are finding the back of the net, because we have been a bit way off of times. But we turned it on, and I thought now was crucial to how we turn this game around. I know Semenyo's going to walk away with the plaudits and the man of the match inside the stadium, and 2 great goals that he scored. But the way now moved, the way he creates space for Dom, the havoc he causes from set pieces, very much reminiscent for me of Jan Kermigan and what he did for Callum Wilson. And I think when you've got this type of fixture against Sheffield United, against Luton, why can't you play 2 up top? I know it's a die-in formation, but you now made a difference, and I think he's going to put a little bit of thought into Iriola going forward.
They were desperate. All the other players on the pitch were desperate to see him score now as well.
Yeah. Even Billing was passing it at the end.
I know. I just thought, poor guy. He hit one so square. Any more square was, television or something.
He only had 45 minutes, but he was dead on his feet. When Billing rolled it to him and he got it onto his left, he was dead on his feet, and he was only a goalkeeper's toe away from getting his goal.
That save, by the way, that was incredible.
And a big shout out as well for me to Marcus Tavernier. Been a big fan of Marcus Tavernier's. Bang out of form for a long time. Moping around the pitch at times. He come off the bench, he made a difference, he tried really hard. He's not quite there yet, but that was the Marcus Tavernier that we know. And I think he can have hopefully a better second half of the season if he can be a little bit more proactive. And there's a reason why he does continually play, because when games are balanced and 50-50, he is more dynamic, he can be more tactically used over certain players like Sinisterra. So that's why I feel Tavernier does start. But Iriola went with Sinisterra, but it was a big shout out for Tavernier as well.
And the substitution I found quite interesting as well, because I think from my point of view, I don't know how you felt, Dango was struggling at left back. He was a long way up the pitch for the third when Barkley scored, and I thought, that's Dango gone. Dango's got to come off now. But it was actually that Dango stayed and Tav was brought on to support him, and that worked. Those two together worked.
Yeah, it did. And look, what you find out in football is when the game does start 0-0 and it's finally balanced at 50-50, that if Luton do attack you like they did on occasions, Dango's not a left back, he's not a full back, he's more of a winger. But when the game changes and Luton think the game's won and they drop and they play into our hands, then the threat is there's not really a danger of playing Dango Utara left back, which wasn't a danger playing him there against Sheffield United. But he's not a left back, he's not a full back, he got turned on toast in the first half for one of the goals, maybe two. But we need to maybe solve that. I think Kirkers is the long-term solution. Whether he's here 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, we'll find out. But Dango tries. I love his effort. He wants to be a really good footballer. He's not technically there yet. But I think in the second half, Luton played into our hands. They didn't see what Sheffield United did on Saturday, clearly, because they did exactly the same thing. We found our groove, we found a way, and we got 3 points.
I think it's finding a groove. Apparently, Bournemouth are only the 5th team in Premier League history to come from 3-0 down to win, and the first since Wolves beat Leicester in 2003. Wow. 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago.
Not the first time we've seen it this season, like I think you pointed out. We turned it around against Nottingham Forest.
3-0.
Yeah, not 3-0, but we've turned it around. It's organised. I don't know if it's organised chaos. I don't know what it is. Iriola's not getting it perfect, but he's finding a way. He's turning it around. It's fun. If you're a neutral,
We
you
are
want to watch
entertained, aren't we?
Bournemouth at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a statistician or you like to look at football in more detail, it's not great.
No.
But we've got the 3 points.
Who wants details?
On a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we've got a bit of a break now, haven't we?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit of a break. So, well, look, we've got the job done.
Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
Josh and Simon, do you want to do duos?
Duo.
I hear you've been buying a duvet. Was that to keep warm?
It was a duvet cover, which is not quite as warm.
Right,
but still, I'll get inside it later.
Josh.
How you doing, Josh?
I'm fine.
Josh, tell me your immediate thoughts.
Immediate thoughts, insane.
Insane. It was insane, wasn't it? It was a
feels
bananas game.
It feels like Forest away last season, but just a bit better than Forest away last season.
I like coming to watch Bournemouth play at the moment. We don't look perfect, but boy, do we put some exciting football on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't the answer I was expecting, if I'm quite honest. But nevertheless, I'll try and move it into a positive. Who was the player of the match for you today?
I think now if that first assist gets counted in with it, of course now he's my favourite player.
He's your favourite player. I like that. You thought deeply about it.
Also, big mention to Tav on when he came on. What has happened? Rubbish most of the time. Coming back to normal, back to last season.
Yeah, unbelievable. Thank you so much. Hey,
I'm a bit tired, after all of that. It's been a long evening, I must say.
It's quite late now, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's probably past our bedtime.
You'll be in your duvet before you know it.
Yeah.
Right, let's quickly summarise the game. First half, I think we got caught out like we did against Sheffield United. I think the positioning of Chong and one of their other players was quite interesting because we play, I guess, a semi-man marking structure, and Lewis Cook was following Chong. Now, because Chong played in such a significant role and ran around really well, it was pulling Lewis Cook back.
Yeah.
So there was a massive gap, and it looked like we had 5 at the back a lot of the time, which created space in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
And because Alex Scott often was left, a little too far up the pitch, they were able to attack in those spaces, and they did it really effectively, to be fair.
Yeah.
So fair play to them. Half time, you're like, bloody hell, what's going on here?
Yeah. So how did we counter the Chong?
How did we counter the Chong?
How did we turn it around?
I think it's the changes that were made because Scott was often caught too far forward, not coming back enough, and the change up there filled in the hole slightly, so the gaps weren't so big.
Yeah.
And obviously with the other changes that we made, our intensity increased
much quicker, wasn't it?
By a country mile.
Yeah.
So you've really got their tactical brilliance, if you want, from Luton against our naivety first half.
Yeah.
and then second half, complete role reversal.
Yeah.
So that is a complete and utter tale of two halves. But what a beautiful thing it was.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And you go home now with sweet dreams of cherry goals and things.
Absolutely.
Good. So, look, there was some people saying, I'm going to say it too loudly, but there were some people saying that maybe we're on the beach at the moment in some games, and that's why we're coming out a little bit slow. But do you think that's the case?
Maybe a little bit, but I wouldn't like to think that. I would hope to think that Iriola is a manager coach that wants them to keep playing and really show what they're made of and to keep building for next season, because that's really what we're doing. And there's no better opportunities like these games to show your intensity and show what you're about.
Yeah.
So, let's keep going with the second half, not the first half.
Yeah.
Man of the match, I'm going for a double Chris Mepham. Chris Mepham at the weekend, and I'm going for Chris Mepham again. The goals that we conceded were bugger all to do with him.
Yeah.
He won a gazillion headers. Obviously, Semenyo gets the plaudits, and rightly so. He could have had a complete and utter hatful. But I think Meps has been really solid. So
fantastic. He'll be pleased to hear that.
Yeah.
He'll get a Wells call up now, won't he?
He already has.
I know.
Just filling you in.
Yeah. All right, are we done?
Yeah, talking cherries today.
Talking cherries, yeah.
Oh, yes.
So you've done your little... it was lovely, actually, because you did put out a little message to people if they needed any support or anything. So talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so obviously we were here as part of the whole initiative this evening, just to be available if anybody wanted to talk about their experience at the time or coming back, etc. But on the whole, everything was very positive.
Yeah.
I think, as I said to someone else who interviewed me, that because Tom's okay and Tom's here and Tom's a dad and all those other kind of things, there's a feeling of positivity and a mutual love before the game.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure if it feels the same at this current moment in time for some, but ultimately it was a good day.
It was a lovely day.
It was.
Yeah, a very special day.
And
thank you so much.
And thank you to everybody who came to say hello and keep talking at the Cherries.
Brilliant. Thanks, Simon. Good to see you, buddy. All the best. That's it. We're done. So, a famous win. I'm sure you agree.
Gail might have a quick hello.
Oh, Gail, did you want to say something?
Go on, quickly.
Oh, go on.
Talk about today. Talk about what happened.
What happened? We won 4-3. Yes.
The Cherries Trust.
The Cherries Trust. Yes. If you look behind you, you will see those two white coaches. The three white coaches are the ones we paid for, because they are the official Bobbins. I think it's Bobbins, something like that. Anyway, they're travel club. So those are the three we paid for. The money collected for British Heart Foundation, absolutely amazing, from us and their trust as well. The applause on 59 minutes was brilliant. The result was brilliant. Half the time we did actually sort of say, as we were going down to do the presentation, did somebody forget to tell the team that it was the fans doing all the charity work, not them? And we did actually say we're going to win 4-3 and laughed. And we won 4-3, so there you go.
Do that every week. Thanks, Gail. Brilliant. Brilliant. Thanks so much. And that's it. We're done for tonight, because it's quite late. And wow, I haven't really processed it yet, despite talking to all these people. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch the highlights of the game. And you definitely should now subscribe to this video, click the little bell thing, so there's more coming. We're going to have a fantastic vlog tomorrow when it comes out, because wow, how do you sum up what happened this evening? Also, we've got other things coming up. The second look will be coming up soon later on this week, and we might have something a little bit different for you on the weekend. Keep your eyes peeled. Up the Cherries.